Hey dreamers, this is Jade, and welcome back for another journal catch up episode. This one should be fairly quick, and as you can see, this happened back in April. As a matter of fact, it is exactly a month later when I'm editing this. Hopefully, this will go up tomorrow, which is Thursday or Friday. So, yeah, I'm just getting this deer that I drew watercolored in. I had drawn it that night because I usually do this, my hobonichi 5 year. I usually catch up in that, my weeks, my daily, and something else while I'm in the bed, just kind of settling down for the night, watching TV, yada yada yada. So I wasn't gonna get up to watercolor, so I just sketched out or drew out the basic shape and stuff of the deer, and now I'm going back and coloring it in with my watercolors. If I remembered to write down what I use, if there's usually not a whole lot with these journal catch up videos, then it will be in the description box below. So just check there. This is one of my white Arteza gel pens. And so I'm just filling in the white areas of the deer with that. And I waited until, of course, the watercolor dried so it would come out good and smooth or whatever. And so, yeah, I'm just getting that filled in on the ears and the tail, a little bit on like the hooves around that eye, and then I'll make some markings on its back where it's curved and stuff, and that will like pretty much wrap this up. Oh yeah, and I forget like that little kind of jaw line. That jawline, do deers? Yes, they do have jaw lines. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just getting that down. I really, really love the way that this turned out. It's so cute, and I actually ended up making a copy of it to put elsewhere in another journal because I do tend to repeat stuff. And as I've said before, so far I am okay with that. When it gets to the point that I'm not okay with it or I don't want to do that anymore, then I will probably drop my one line a day journal, which it's very similar to this 5 year Hobonichi Techo. 5 year Hobonichi. I'm not sure if it's a Techo. However, um, there's a little more space in the 5 year to do what you need to do. And then, of course, like a note page on the side, whereas the one line a day journal is just a one line a day journal. Like it's very minimal space, but you can still do stuff with it. So, anyway, I'm getting that re outlined so everything will pop, and then I will move on to getting my mini bullet journal updated with my shows and stuff that I have watched for the month of April. Not completely, but for whatever I've caught up in this. And then, of course, the music that I was listening to on repeat. And it happened to be two things this month. So that is cool. Have you all heard James Arthur's version of A Thousand Years? Now, the original is by Christina Perry. And if I'm not mistaken, it came out on one of those Twilight CDs, soundtrack CDs, way back in the way back in the day. Well, it was way back in the day if I think about it now. But anyway, James Arthur did a cover of it, and it's now on Spotify, and it is beautiful. Beautiful. So I definitely had that on repeat because I love the original myself. And then I heard this version as well, and I was like, yes, let's do it. I am here for it. And so I am coming back in again. This is like a little bit later and getting some more stuff filled out for this day. So adding 4 extra shows to my queue there, and then I will be adding, I want to say like 2 more books that I was able to finish. And honestly, if I'm thinking about it, I don't think I watched a whole lot of stuff in April. So I think maybe like 1 or 2 more things go on to my watch list. Oh, nope. Yeah, I'm correct. I'm right. Actually, it's just one thing, and it is, I don't film it in here, but it's the Peter Pan and Wendy movie that came out on Disney Plus. So I did watch that like towards the very end of April. But anyway, getting the rest of it done as far as my books that I read, and then I will actually move on to catching up my book journal with those entries. Well, at least one of the entries, and that one is Only Love Is Real by Brian Weiss. Interesting book. It is nonfiction. It's by this psychiatrist, psychologist. I can't remember. However, he did write the book Many Lives, Many Masters, and basically it's about reincarnation, and this one is a follow up and just is the gist of it is, he was working with two patients that had very similar stories and realized that they had been soulmates throughout their in different lifetimes. So like one iteration they were father and daughter, and then one iteration they were brother and sister. And in this iteration, if they found each other, they do end up finding each other. I mean, that it's clear in in the title, in the description, that they are actually romantic partners. So it was interesting, but I did like the first book way better. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up this. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those below. I hope you all have been safe and well, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.